saying you're not loyal. No, but I'm saying you are bloody stupid.
Hold on, guys.
Ridiculous.
We should
You do nothing but get in the way.
Oh. Sheesh.
And that's what I'll do. That's what I'll keep doing. I'm going to keep getting in the way. When the evil strikes, guess what? I'm going to get in the way. But what's going on right now? I'm going to get in the way. She is part of the serpent, and you're listening, and you're listening, and you're listening, and you're unsure.
Which serpent? The serpent that exposed us to the mall, that started the reset? That serpent that was imprisoned?
No.
The other serpent that
you called to.
The serpent that I called to was Seth. There is no. Listen. I am trying to be patient. This god here, Lizette. Sure, I may have read a bit about Lizette in the book. And I understand her connection to Asmodeus. But you have no evidence that Asmodeus is controlling her or leading or guiding her in her actions and her decisions. But I have every bit of evidence, as our friend Bogren spoke on before, of her and these other gods simply giving us command after command and having us do their bidding at the behest of our free will. So when I say kill the gods, how do you answer?
We don't kill the gods. You don't even know the rest of these gods. You want to kill something you don't understand.
You don't need to. We just
yes,
we just sat. We just listened to a host of gods in a room and suspended in midair discuss whether we deserve free will or not.
Is it not okay to discuss?
Our every decision is at the whim of another. We are lucky. We don't have agency, no beard. We have tasks. We have goals which aren't our own. And we bleed for them. And we die for them. I say no more. Bogren, what do you say? No more? I would assume so. What about you, Cora? No more?
No more. I want Holocaust to be eradicated.
There you have it, Gog. What point are you missing?
You want to eradicate people you don't understand. You want to eradicate people you're not even going to give a chance to. Because you listen to a serpent woman?
It's more than just that. I was told things about these gods from my father.
And who was your father?
My father. My father was the one that we fought at the end of Door Forge before we got sent back here. He knew about this reset. He knew
that tells me nothing. Who is your father? Not what is your father. Not what he does. Who?
He's Gaussian. My father is the Gaussian. He runs Door Forge. Okay. I
listen to a creature of Goss. A creature of Goss is telling you.
I'm a creature of God. I'm a creature of Goss. What are you talking about? Of course, I'm listening to
Cora?
I recently found out in Door Forge that I'm Gaussian. I'm, as you heard from Lizette, I'm made from the ring. I am the ring, the Gaussian ring.
Of course,
I
the two cursed children, they listen to each other.
Did you
Of
notice
course.
Excuse
already,
me?
Amnes?
Yes. Well, not the ring part, no, but her being Gaussian. Yeah,
You knew that
we
before we departed for our mission.
no. We did not know this at all. When she came into Dornford, she started having these cravings for meat or blood, and she would be passing in and out of consciousness. We didn't know what was going on, and she was having nightmares. But eventually, she ran into her father, who went out to go seek her. And like I said before in the letter, a lot of stuff happened. Cora got arrested in Dornforge because she took something that wasn't hers, and she believed that she could use that to save Dornforge. Because we did not know at first Kovar was Cora's father.
Durnforge, to my understanding, is ran by dwarves.
Yes,
And
it
you were
is.
saying that I would imagine Cora's father is not a dwarf.
He's not. He's Gaussian. Well, I would like to call them vampires, but Cora says they are Gaussian, so I'm gonna be respectful. They're Gaussian.
Hesitating
But
to spill the truth here.
What truth are they missing,
s-
Balgren?
Let me allow the hairless dwarf to speak for himself. You've gone out of your way to speak on absolutely every detail of us meeting, who we've crossed, the spitting details of even going under the planes of Earth itself, or Tungra. And yet you hide and hesitate to speak on what you know of Cora's whereabouts before this.
I don't think we don't need to bring that up right now, Pocket. We're talking about more important things, man. You know,
Are you lying?
lying? No, I'm not lying. I just didn't feel like that's
Are you hiding the
important.
truth from the rest of us?
I hid it from you and Rise, yes, because I feel like how everything was going, just the war that was going on, the Gabash was going. You just took the forces right there and just killed Cora.
Killed Cora. War.
It's
Speak plainly.
it's the war. The war Sprocket brought up Leonardo was not a lie. It actually happened. It happened before we got brought back here for a whole week or weeks. And
The doors were overthrown then by usurpers,
yes,
Gaussian or vampire usurpers.
yes,
And you all helped in the war. You helped the Durnforge, yes?
yes, me,
You, the party.
Bogdan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Balgren and Cora and Rise. Rise was safe, yes? Rise is still a wee lad. We have to keep Rise safe.
he's vampire
Fine.
now.
It's just oh. But you couldn't call your dad his name, but okay, just out me, I
What
guess.
is happening?
That's what are you talking about? It's me, Amnes.
This is why we shouldn't travel with children.
I'm
No,
so,
Yeah,
who are
this might
you?
be the most childish of them all. I don't know why he tries to speak in riddles. And going from off of what Cora just said, a lot of this seems a lot more simple than for some reason he's making it out to be. When I arrived into Durenforge, I came across Amnis in the meeting of the councilmen of the dwarves, trying to judge, what was it again? The freedom of Balin?
Whatever it is, before you continue, Balgren, I am glad to see you again. It's been quite some time.
Yeah. I'd say it was a fun trip, but it's hard to say that when you end up seeing an entire race of people wiped off the map.
It was
People
that
that treated
much
you kindly
destruction
and
in
gave you
Durnford.
space. It was.
Mm,
And yet I'm
Cora,
coming to understand that Cora was a part of it?
Cora was a part of it in what way exact? Cora, did you
I,
join your father?
I, I,
Cora, did you?
Correction. Wait 1 second. Her father, by the way. Let's get that part straight since Amnes seems to keep hiding the truth. Her
huh?
father was one and only Kavar that manned all of the other controls away from the dwarves. No. He's the usurper that controlled everything in the shadows.
The pieces are coming together. Cora, I ask you again. Did you join your father? Did you hurt innocent people?
No, I didn't hurt innocent people. I did not. I didn't do no such thing. I swear. I did go to his side, but I didn't take part of any of the killing of innocent people. In
Then in
fact,
what capacity did you join your father?
I helped out a couple of things. He told me to lure Amnes away while the while the council members were assassinated that night.
Cora.
I-
Why?
I look. It was my father. I didn't know it.
You didn't even know the man. You just met him.
Look, my father is not a bad person, okay? It's just I have to understand him. I just met him, but he helped me out. What was going on? I was struggling. No, yeah, I was struggling. I was
couldn't have been
wasting
that
my
simple.
blood. I was in and out of consciousness, blacking out.
Blacking
My
out your
heart
father. It
killed.
wasn't a bad person. What are you saying? Do you hear yourself?
He just wanted good for our people, my people.
He murdered innocent people, hundreds, thousands.
I tried to mitigate that as much as possible.
And how did you do that?
Me and Amnes was exchanging info back and forth with one another for a whole week. I gave him like the precise details of what plan was going on where
And
and
this true.
what time. Yeah, it's true. While the week was going on, we had one of the council members' baby, his son or child. We named him out of card and everything, but I didn't know how to take care of him since he was a vampire. So I took her over there to Kavar's place in the canopies, and I saw Cora. I met Cora over there. So we decided to help each other out and everything because she kept saying she doesn't want innocents to die. She doesn't want kids, elderly, or people who can't defend themselves to die. So she was willing to give up information, and that's how we was able to stop some of this stuff.
So all I hear is that
Unless she didn't want them to
Bagrin-
die by her hand.
No, she wanted to protect
Did you not
them.
see the same thing I saw? The
Yes,
entire
Morgan,
city? The entire city. We've had women and children hiding in tunnels, starving to death. While we tried to fight off Kavar's forces for 3 weeks. For 3 weeks, you hid the fact that you were communicating with her from me. For 3 weeks, you held back the fact that Kavar was even her father. For 3 weeks, you held back the fact that she was alive.
Well, Bogdan, you was kind of the main reason why she was locked up in the first place.
What does that have to do with her siding with
Because I
Kavar?
wanted to protect her from you. That's why.
From me.
Yes.
If I remember this correctly, she went berserk after you gave her plea to be free. The first 2 times, not even mentioning the time that she put a blade to my throat. So you're telling me that after all of this, I was the one making her in danger?
You didn't want to send her to the canopies, Bogdan. Even the council members told you, why not just put her with the people she's more comfortable with? You said no. You put her at high security. She know
Who were
what that
those
would have
people
made
that
her
she was
think.
comfortable
You made her
with?
think she would have thought that we was an enemy, Bogdan. That would have.
She would have thought we were the enemy after realizing her dear daddy, Kavar, was our enemy. Which is what you're telling me turned out to be 100% correct? She never arrived to the prison where I sent for her protection. Because she got snatched up somehow, some other way, to go directly to the person we didn't want her to go to. The one person that was in control of everything else, all the deaths and everyone else, including dear Lady Hilda, who did nothing but side with the rest of us the whole day. I've yet to hear that any of this was being controlled and manipulated with her in the background. Who's to say she wasn't a part of it to begin with?
Bogdan, she was not a part of this, and you know this. We saw
I know nothing
her
from you and your lies.
It's not lies.
How do I know that you weren't on her side while all of this was happening?
They're not lies, Bogdan. I was just withholding the truth.
And what is the difference?
I didn't go out and lie to you and said X, Y, and Z about Cora. I just didn't give you her whereabouts.
And if I took your leg off of your body and didn't let you bleed out, would you have died?
Protect her. Gog, this whole time in Newport, she had been met with so much racism because of her race. Ryswood is going through the same thing. I was the only one in the clear. Bogdan was the only one. He was also another one in the clear when he popped up here in Northern Forge. There's different sections in Northern Forge, Gog. There's Little Hell with the tieflings, the burrows where the humans and the gnomes reside. There's the canopies. Everyone is who is not dwarves or second-class citizens.
Everyone is dead. Not by the hands of any other randomly species dwarf, which, by the way, we refuse to let be in control.
They already was in control, Bogdan. Already.
Right, and who are they being controlled by?
By Kavar, but it didn't stop them from acting the way they were. They still was acting racist. They was still Kavar didn't make them do that.
Right, so she gets a pass at being manipulated and feared by others, but she doesn't get. But they don't get the same right to fear other races or species.
What gives them the right to treat her? I'm not giving her a pass, Bogdan.
It sounds like it.
I'm not.
With every hesitant truth that you decide to try and let slip out of your lips.
I was literally telling. I was just giving them information that they should know now, like about Kavar. I don't think they can just know about the little information later.
And why couldn't she have told us this information before? Before all those people starved in the tunnels?
I didn't know about that, Margaret.
Maybe if you weren't busy playing house.
Playing house?
With someone who seems to be the enemy of Little Hell.
I was
which
helping
is
you guys
a crushed football field, if I last recall.
I was helping you guys this whole time, even if on the enemy lines. I allowed you inside of my father's castle with no troops, no army inside at all. I allowed that to happen. I could have been called them and there been a whole fight in front of the courtyard, but I didn't.
Why didn't you call us before it all went to hell? Literally.
I couldn't trust you, Margaret. When I see you, I saw Gimli and Thrain and Dwalin. They didn't believe in me. They didn't believe I can help save this place. My father did. He was going to put me in a position where I was going to save all of Dornforge. and force them to open their eyes to allowing other races to have some importance.
How's that looking now? Your beliefs. Your wonderful, thought through plan of not trusting the people that have tried to repeatedly stand by you and give you chance after chance.
Look, I don't even
It
know
doesn't
you,
sound like you
Bogren.
trusted her.
Oh, so
God.
now you don't know me enough. So why should I have trusted anything else after all of your crazy antics?
You put me in jail.
Rightfully
You
so.
called me crazy.
Rightfully so.
Why did you put her in
Shit.
jail, Bogren?
She decided to take a dagger, sword. How many weapons did you decide to point in our direction?
I took
You
the
tried
crown.
to kill him, Cora.
I wasn't trying to kill him per se. I was trying to kill someone I thought I saw.
In Bogren.
Yes,
Damn,
I
you're very quiet.
Captain? He was seeing, I think he said Zeddy or something like that.
Zeti.
Just
Who
kept
is
going
Zeti?
after him.
Zeddy.
I can't really answer that.
It's okay, Rice.
Rise.
Zeddy. Oh,
Yeah,
Who
Go
is
ahead,
Zeti, Rise?
it was the ghost that she kept chasing. She thought it was Bogren at one point, but then saw other things.
he's not a ghost, Rice. He's not a ghost. He's the real thing.
Rise. Are you blind?
Blind? No.
Okay,
Why'd I
so
be
if
blind?
Rise isn't blind, and Rise states that it was a ghost, and you were chasing Bogren, listen, we weren't there. But this does sound concerning. You do understand that, right, Cora?
I get it. I understand. I get it. It makes you feel
Then do
unsafe
you
around.
also understand why Bogren, for your own safety, likely needed to put you in jail?
I can
Cora?
see that, sure, but I did nothing.
Cora, you don't
I
have to
did,
agree with that.
God,
You don't have to agree with that. It's the same man who killed one of his own party members.
yeah.
He needs to trust. Trust needs to be a thing with us. If
Did
we
you
were
not
going
hear
to
her?
continue, I did hear her.
There you go again. No.
She said she's seen something.
And she chased Bogren down to kill him.
She
Because
didn't
of what
mean
she said.
to.
How many times did she do that, Bogren?
Excuse me?
It was
She
only
didn't
once,
mean
Mario.
she didn't mean to try to kill what she saw. When in
Cora,
reality, it wasn't what she saw after all.
Did you mean to kill
How
him,
do you
Cora? Did you mean to
how
kill
do you-
Bogren? Were you seeing Bogren,
No,
Cora?
no, not at all.
And do you see the Zeti in me? Do you see it in Rise? Do you see it in No Bid? Would you kill Amnes if you saw Zeti?
No, stop. Please,
Then where is
please.
Zeti?
Zeddy's
Zeti.
like, huh?
This Zeti that you speak of. He's not a fragment of Cora's imagination.
See?
Is this Zeti another mark for the party? Is it some grand crusader, some villain that we must defeat? I'm not speaking to you, Cora. I'm speaking to this god.
Keep calling her God.
What else should I call her? No beard. Know it all, no beard. What else should I call her?
Which she is, a serpent. A messenger of the serpent.
I see no tail, I see no scales.
I see nothing either.
Of
There's
course
no
you don't
evidence
see
of
that
the
from a
sort.
messenger. She's a messenger.
You know what? We've given Cora this entire chance to try and explain herself, and a wonderful job she's doing. Why don't you try
What?
asking the lady herself where she's from? Because I see no serpent.
Of course, you don't see a serpent.
Why are you talking to me? Ask her.
There's nothing I want to say to that.
Whoa, Gog. Whoa, calm down, bro.
Once again, nothing to say. In extreme matters, when the time is important. Do me a favor and keep those thoughts to
Maybe I
yourself.
should just strike someone down. Maybe that will work. Maybe I should lock one of our people up. Maybe that works too. Or maybe I just don't believe anything.
Yeah, sure. If someone is a danger to themselves, yes, perhaps you do need to lock them up for a moment. Or if someone is threatening to kill you, perhaps you do need to strike first, no beard. Perhaps you do need to observe the full context of these things before you go around speaking on them. You simply do not understand, but I get it. I get it. It's fine. Just minor disagreements. It's no big deal.
Look,
Minor.
Miss Lizette, I think you were still saying who's Zeddy. Would that help Cora clean her name or something?
please.
Zeddy is a child of chaos, a lost son of Tungra. His power originates from his Gaussian blood.
Gaussian? Hold on. Gaussian? He's Gaussian?
Oh, he did have more kids then.
Why, Dad? My father didn't tell me. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He killed all my comrades when I was at the academy. He killed all of them with cold blood. And allowed me to live and run away. He allowed me to live and run away.
We weren't there. So I revoke my right to judge. Perhaps there's more expansions to this story than either of you could tell. I'm just happy to see you all well. But Cora, I will have a special eye on you in this ZT business, just for your safety. I have no concern that you would try to hurt or harm any member of this party in your right mind. But just to be a bit more secure, we'll all need to keep a second eye out.
Thank
Is
you.
that fair?
Yes, it's fair. And y'all can do whatever y'all want to restrain me. I don't want to hurt any of y'all. I don't want to kill any of y'all. I just saw Zeddy. That's all. And it wasn't towards you, Margaret, and I'm sorry. I apologize. What did you want me to do? I'm sorry that I attacked you. I saw Zeddy. And when I was with my father, those thoughts in my head once again got pushed way in the back. And I didn't think about him once. But the moment I stepped out, when everything all hell was breaking loose, that's when I saw Zeddy again. But in one of those goblins wasn't you, and he was able to talk me down. He was able to. I'm sorry,
I know
Margaret.
that you won't hurt anyone else here.
Cora
no
is
guarantee
protected
of
by
that.
my mark. She will no longer feel the force of this Zeti. However, if you truly wish to seek out the truth, as she manifests a map before you, I can show you where you can find it.
Please. I appreciate that very much. Thank you.
Here, child. As she marks a specific place in the Golden Isles, and she grants you the map.
Finally. I can finally settle live with that bastard.
Now that we've all gotten our grievances out,
We have not. I'm sorry, but
Huh?
there's more of our party members that we need to discuss things with. They're over there, though, so perhaps they're a bit preoccupied, but if you could, please give your exposition, but allow us to stay here for a bit longer.
I only wish to tell you what your next goal shall be. But if you have more to discuss amongst yourselves, summon me when you are ready. And she begins to fade out.
Rise, I'd like to turn the attention in the room to you.
Well, why?
Child, you've only just reawakened. How are you
Uh,
feeling?
I'm feeling just like I felt the last time. Great. Um, Kinda, here, there, everywhere. But I'm great. Yeah.
So, back in Caval's lair, you stopped breathing, and Emma's just said that you were a vampire?
Uh, yeah. You have a crown that I almost died for. It's in the past. It's yeah. Um, I don't really feel my heart. As a matter of fact, I think it stopped then. So I guess y'all did say a vampire. I guess that's what I am now. I guess I still
What
feel
is
like
it?
me.
Uh, Tori, I want to try to work with you, and I want to try to understand what's going on. And if helping you find your answers is going to be what's in the near future, I will try to stand with you. I just hope your blade doesn't turn towards me or anyone else here. But I need your help in explaining what's going on with the skid. Are you two linked?
I don't feel any connection towards them. I um Rise.
Yep.
Uh walk over there as you kinda a few steps to your right.
Uh, why?
Rise,
Okay.
give me a wisdom save.
Oh
Okay. Do I do it twice because of the advantage, or just do it once?
Oh, you can roll it twice, sure.
That's a 12.
Okay. Within your brain, as you hear Cora speak this, you hear her voice, but you hear a guttural undertone, a low vibration, an impulse that doesn't drive you to any action. But that felt very weird.
Uh, well, I don't really think shit works, but it was a weird sensation. But I'll still get up for you, I
you
guess.
you
You
felt
felt
something?
something from that?
Like a tingly sensation, but nothing too crazy.
God, God, God.
How is this possible? We killed the one that changed her.
I don't
Changed him. Sorry, Raz. I know you.
It's okay. I just don't have a deep voice. I get it.
I don't know. Should everything? Shouldn't he be cured of all ailments getting brought here? Anything like I kind of like check around my body if I have any wounds from the Kavar. Do I have still the same wounds?
Yes. So you guys have not been like healed.
Oh, well, he still got all this damage on his Bogdan, so it seemed like everything from that fight still is in effect. In effect.
It's possible we failed. Simply even killing him.
No, I don't think we failed. We seen him die. We seen him fall in the pool of blood. Maybe because it was, I don't know, connection to Coda's grandpa? Goss?
The grandfather?
Yeah. Maybe they all have a connection that, like how Rice was saying before, she felt some weird feeling when Cora gave him an order. Maybe those three Gaussians and maybe that Zeddy guy can control vampires.
Well, they are the monsters of Goss.
Right. Good point.
How do you guys know about these Gaussians?
It's in a children's book I read once.
You read a book? Was it the Twilight Curse?
I believe that is what it was called.
What? As she takes it out her, no inventory and everything.
And Miss, who
Wait.
is this guy anyway?
What? Oh, remember that one guy I told you about that was in hell? He
The one who
ran
jumped
in.
in the gate?
Yeah.
Huh.
He's a strong guy and a good friend.
Thank you.
Okay.
As Court takes out the book. This book?
I don't remember what it looked like. I was a child when I read it, but
Oh, right.
that might be the book.
About Gaussian. Where did you find a book about the? I actually never got to talk to you, Gog, before. We crossed eyes and maybe said a few lines to each other during the fight against Duke Hunky, but this is my first time actually having a conversation with
Yeah, because the last time I seen you, you were
you.
you
Oh,
are yelling about a chaotic being. Is the Zeddy that you were talking about? Is that the chaotic being that you were yelling at when we were carrying your tiefling friend's body?
Vex.
Vex. Yes.
Yes. I guess there is correlation to that since Zeddy and everything. I'm so sorry you had to see that.
No, it's okay. Now I understand you. You've been plagued with this whole time. You
I
just
feel
needed
like,
people to believe you.
thank you for believing me, by the way. I really appreciate that. And just, as she kind of turns around to Norian, I want to apologize to you. First time I met you, I kind of looked down at you in some type of way because you was a Yuan-Ti, and what I read in the books and saw around that Yuan-Ti are evil species, so I took it out on you. Well,
They are pretty evil.
all right, but now seeing what my people went through, my revelation and everything, I was wrong, like judging you because of that.
Your people are evil too, it sounds like.
Frack it, I swear to God, I will kick your ass right now.
Don't you do it!
Look, he already was protecting Zark already when he got bit by the undead.
Yeah, you remember his name? Yeah. Hey, you think you can tell that you think you can tell Mom to bring back Zark?
Uh, 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 guess we can ask her.
Yeah, man. Like if she's Mom and she's a god and she got the powers and stuff, she can bring back my son, my baby boy.
I couldn't believe you had the son this whole time. That's crazy, man.
And I have a confession, Cora. I'm,
Uh,
I'm very sorry, but you remember when we first met back when you was like sugar tits
I swear to God.
and this come here ears. So
Okay. As he covered his
back
ears.
good. I didn't want him to hear about me calling you sugar tits. You know, you're his fiance and stuff. Listen,
He said it again.
I lost that Rallo's toy you gave me. Oh, I lost it.
Huh?
Why is he crying over a toy?
What? Oh, you actually crying over that thing? I bought it. Could you actually? What? What? What are you about to say?
That thing costed 15 gold. You bought it for me with your 15. And I lost it. Yeah, well, actually, I had to sacrifice it, but still. Oh, yeah, no, I think I forgot to tell you guys. Jelani died too. Like, he's gone. But I lost that thing.
What the?
Oh,
Why would you jump something like that right in the middle of that? What kind of artist are you? Ah!
Cora, I
Didn't Sharpens tell us
appreciate
that in a letter already?
it. Yes, I did send it off, but Sprocket was being
you sent a
Sprocket in
letter?
those moments. But Cora, I do appreciate the apology. It's totally
I,
fine.
I didn't get a letter.
In a way, I feel like we're kind of linked in a way, Lorion. I feel like you're part of a. No. I mean this in no disrespect. You sound like
Understand?
you're from a cursed species, and maybe I feel the same way with my people.
Yeah, I used to. I
Oh,
used to think that, but I do understand where you're coming from, and I do think that there's some familiarity between our situations and some relatability that stems from that. So I plan to keep you close, Cora, for a long time. Thank you.
He really reminded me of Tisha.
Lizette, we're ready.
So, Rocket, I heard you did something good too while leading those innocent goblins and orcs there. So don't cry. I'll buy you another one, okay?
Okay.
Uh,
What are you talking about?
All right.
But it has to be equal or more equivalent in value.
more in value.
Okay. Deal.
Deal. Go ahead, Mother Lizette.
She reappears and she says, now that we've gotten out everything in the past, it's time to move forward. This is your bastion. You may use it as you see fit. This is my workshop. All of the knowledge of Tungra can be found here if you are wise enough to look. The portal there may be used to take you, similarly to your mirror, anywhere that you may go, as long as it is within your memory, or not lost to your memory. The marks that I have placed upon you link you to this place, and they will bring you back here for perpetuity. Now, for the main task. as she pops open a large map of the moon world, you know. Tell me what you know of the 10 rings.
Uh, well, there. Oh, go ahead.
I know Barnabas scattered them for a reason, for
Darn it.
balance, and you want to undo that. Oh, sorry. Bartholomew. Recon that. Bartholomew. Sorry.
Bartholomew, my father brought that name up.
Who is this Bartholomew?
The first sorcerer, the one she was made for.
Wait,
I
what?
uncover Amnest's ears and be like, I think you need to listen, buddy.
Huh? Oh, well, yeah, that's why I was still talking. I wasn't even looking at any lips moving.
Madam Lizette,
What's
were you made for this part of us? Bartholomew?
Bartholomew.
Gog, you seem very curious. What is your true question?
Why are you keeping me from Bartholomew? I got a map to him, and I was sent here. He scattered the rings. You want to gather them. What are your true goals?
My only
You said it
goal.
yourself. When I asked you about who you loved, it was Asmodeus, and you said you love him more than you love yourself. Reveal yourself, serpent.
hmm.
Amnes, why is your friend so angry?
uh, I
Why do you
don't
call me
know.
Open
the
your
serpent,
Oh,
son
go
of
ahead.
Earth?
because you are acting on his will, and I know it. I can see it. I see through it.
Then you know Asmodeus is not a serpent.
In the book, he was turned. In a book that I've read, he was turned into a serpent.
Yes, turned by the one that you consider high and mighty, Gabriel. But he is not that. He was the leader of the host, one of the 15 that you just stood before. And you know nothing.
What you do? You know something, but you won't tell us what. You won't tell us what you need the rings for. Why is it that you want the rings specifically? You said your words was to us bring the rings. We cannot wield them all, but you can. You are nothing but a memory. What do you wield? How can you wield?
Madam Lizette, how can we trust you after you've tried
Thank
to
you.
ask for our work and you can't answer those simple questions?
Who was the one that brought you here?
You were. But according to him, that's also part of your mysterious plan. What is it that you were really after? He's not wrong to ask these questions.
I am
We
after
held
what
our
your captain is
tongues.
after.
Oh, sorry.
I am after what the Gaussian is after.
Hmm?
I wish to restore a true order and law to this world and the others. Break us
Others.
from this broken cycle of Gavriel, who picks and chooses when he intervenes and feigns neutrality, who strips us of our free will and jealousy. and to
Spoken
unbound
just like
this world
Asmodeus.
from these wretched gods that do nothing but war amongst themselves and volley for love and adoration.
Was he right to say that you were acting on someone else's command?
Not command will. Everything she just said is what Asmodeus believes in. Everything. I have a book. Everything she just said, he said the same thing in the book.
Then I will tell you the truth of
Madam,
it. In the beginning, when I came into this world, it was very different from the one that you all know. It was bare and barren. But there was one that came before. The truth of it is, as Garga said, I and Asmodeus are one. I was forged of his wing when it was stripped from him by Gabriel himself in an attempt to steal free will. And that is the gift that I have given to each of you, the ability to choose. And with these rings scattered, you will be forever caught in this wretched cycle of a God who is jealous of his own. But you need not fear me, for I am your mother.
No beard, I'm sorry. I was wrong. Asmodeus still has his clutches on our story. It's ridiculous.
and is that why you denied breaking their contracts earlier?
I believe
That
that
is
question's
why.
for you, Lizette. Yeah, I think Gog is right. That likely is the reason why.
So in
So I
that
want to
concept for
apologize.
everyone. Sorry.
I want to apologize to you too, Bagrin. All of you. I've, like I said, because I was so lost in all this excitement. We are all marked. We are all done. We are all cursed yet again.
Cursed. I've given you life. I've given you the bastion. I've given you free will and the chance to go back and do exactly what you have asked.
The host gave us that. How can you take something that they gave us? The host did that. All you did was bring us to them.
The host sat and watched as your world was destroyed. I ripped you from that destruction, you spoiled child, and brought you here.
That's right. Let it out. Sure, you did it.
Whether she did it or we allowed Zahir to continue with the reset, either way, we would have ended up in a very similar position. Who are you really arguing with, No Beard? Either way you look, either direction you look, we are still bound by the commands of the gods, by the whims of the divine. Yet you wish not to destroy this divinity.
No, Lunarion, I do not want to destroy it. I want to fix it. I want to break
Antagonizing
myself.
it won't fix it.
It sounds like we're not even at the whims of all of the gods. It starts to sound like we're in the middle of two children fighting. And everybody else on the playground just happens to be picking a side.
How did you get here, Balgren?
Apparently, one of the children who got picked to join Asmodeus' side.
Correct. And did you want to come here?
I thought I was returning home.
Right. But you were plucked out of time and space and brought to another domain without your request. Totally against your free will. That is what we are
Right.
talking about.
So, are we trying to kill Lizette?
Not
You
now.
cannot kill a
Balgren.
memory.
Yeah. There's no way. But for the other gods.
Madam Lizette,
Yes.
wait. Madam Lizette, please cover your ears.
Bogren,
Did she
anything that
cover
you're
them?
going to say, she already can hear. She is much connected to you more than what you think.
Did she cover her ears?
Don't think it
think she'll-
matters.
I think she'll be able to know what you're thinking or saying already, but
You have the mark, man. I think she still knows.
What do you wish to say, Balgren?
I was gonna keep saying stuff out loud, and I'll make it clear that I'm asking you guys how to kill Asmodeus, and they're thinking of hammering his smithy and turning his metal into
All
sword.
words that come out of my mouth, all words that leave my lips, Asmodeus hears. I am directly and uniquely linked to Asmodeus as he is my patron for all of my magics.
Yeah, but you're talking about killing all gods. That means him too, no?
Oh, Asmodeus knows that I'm at his throat. This is nothing new.
yeah, Balcony,
But-
remember? Sweat
No, she doesn't have to scream in my ear.
Oh shit. Okay. That. Okay.
It's been quite some time. It's been quite some time. No worries, Balgren. I needed that laugh.
About that. Oh, that poor kid. Oh no.
As all of you are
yes.
connected to Asmodeus as well.
Wait, what?
I
sorry?
am?
These
You're
gods
talking
that
about
you
this thing.
worship, these lives that you choose to live, these fraudulent existences,
Eh?
all of you pointing to the Yuan Ti and the Gaussian, as they are cursed, as if all of you are not cursed, one another. Cursed by Gabriel, doomed to hell. You, dwarf, you believe you will go where? To Moradin when you pass on this plane?
I'd
Lies.
probably burn in infinity in the
You.
sky.
There. Monk. Do you believe you will return to the plane of the earth? Should you die here, you will join us as well.
Think I don't know that
become-
already?
Wait, I'd become a god? What?
Wait, Gog's one of you guys?
I can't say it, but she
What?
can. Listen to her.
Make up your mind. Do you want us to listen to her or not listen to her? I'm confused now.
Listen, child.
Pretty sure he wanted her to spill the truth, and she's talking all of the truth as we speak, Rise.
Got it.
She's saying things that I cannot speak.
Why can't you speak them?
Is it
Is this curse that she's talking about binding you to not speak?
because
Truth.
Asmodeus in the contract you under?
Oh,
You ask questions I cannot answer.
Oh.
can you
Sorry.
answer it in a question?
I don't know.
Is this a game?
The answer is
seems like it.
yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
He
Aha!
cannot speak to any of you in any way that would conflict with his contract with Asmodeus. But his situation is no different than the rest of you, and is by no fault
Eh?
of Asmodeus himself. It is your grand creator, Gavriel.
Wait, if
He
he's
created me
cursed,
as his consort, and when I chose Asmodeus over him, he grew angry, and I was killed, destroyed, spread across
my.
the sea.
Hmm.
And what remained of
That's
me
how you tell the story.
turned into you.
God?
That is why I'm your mother. And Asmodeus,
sorry, Adam, keep going.
he tried to protect me to the very end. And Gavriel cursed him, and cursed you, and cursed me, that all of my children would join Asmodeus in the nine hells as they depart from this world.
Eh?
She's feeding you lies.
Oh,
I was
is it?
just about to ask that. Why does it seem that he can't tell us the truth, but he seems to question everything that you're speaking on? And you know he can't tell the truth?
She's telling the story in half truths.
She's pulling an Amnes. Got it.
No. Was withholding the truth. It's two different things.
Sounds
She
like the same thing to me.
she
It's
did
not.
choose
Go ahead.
Asmodeus over Bartholomew, but it wasn't how she said it. What happened was Bartholomew was angry. She's the reason for all of this. He was angry. He attacked Asmodeus. Asmodeus struck him almost to death. Because of
Oh.
that, because of that her deception, it's her. It's her. She is the problem in all of this. Had she not been, there would be no issues. Because of that, Gabriel came down to the thing that he created, Bartholomew, the first sorcerer. Bartholomew is the key to everything. He is the greatest being ever created. And he was almost killed by Asmodeus. So what Gabriel did was got rid of her because she was the problem in all of this. And getting rid of her created all of you. But what she's not telling you is, I don't even know. I just don't even know. It's more to this. It's more to it. Give me all. Never mind. It doesn't even matter because
God,
you're
I
not going
wish
to tell
Vex
me the
was here.
truth.
She understood what the other side of these things were happening.
Hmm.
Actually, Mademoiselle, is it possible to bring Vex's consciousness back in?
Huh?
Vex. Wait,
The
why did
tiefling?
you
Yeah,
say
Vex's mother was Zavriel or Vazarel. That uh, Amnis, you told me about it when we woke up and we were going down the thing. We fell down that little water chute back before we met everyone here. You said Vex had a mother, and Vex's mother allowed everyone to kind of split, and Vex went on to do her own thing. But her or her mother had to open up that door, right? So if she's on the other side of hell, maybe she knows what's kind of going on the other side of here, since we're all in heaven. I mean,
Yeah, this is heaven.
Bogren, that name doesn't sound of any importance that I've ever read in a book.
Vex?
I don't
I
think
mean,
there's.
of course not. She's just a fucking
I think
No, you said
maniac.
as real as whatever. There's no.
Madame Lizette, can you tell us about this person? Do you know about this person?
She would just tell you lies.
You speak of Zariel of Avernus.
Ah!
ah, good old Zaya.
Is she
She was
like
nice.
you? Like an offspring of willless free will from the battle of gods and hosts and stuff?
What is that question?
When
Honestly,
Asmodeus
it's all confusing.
destroyed Samael and was cursed by Gavriel and named the new Lord of Hell, some of the host chose to go with him. Zariel was one that saw the truth.
I knew.
And for that
I knew
loyalty,
Vex.
Asmodeus named her Lord of Avernus, the front lines against the scourge of abyssiness and chaos.
Dissonance.
Business.
Why does that name sound familiar?
Hmm.
It is the Omega entity, the great recycler.
Wait, did you read that in a book too?
Bogren, everything I say comes from a book.
Okay, can you please take Amnes to your books? Because he keeps showing me some really weird stuff, and
What?
I prefer him to read your books. It seems like he could probably do with more history. Please continue.
Indeed. As I understand, you are quite well read on the Book of Asmodeus, yes, Gog?
Yes,
So let's see if
I'm
I
read
can
on the
make you a
book.
believer yet.
What
Please read me
happened?
chapter 11, verse 3, and indulge your compatriots in the truth of their existence.
Hey, Rock, you a hoe for that because I got to pull up my notes.
As she pulls, a book out and she presents it for you.
Say it again.
Verse chapter 11, verse 3.
You are twice punished. You are twice punished. The children of Lazette will join you in the nine hells, one by one as they decay from this world. Their fates bound for damnation. Why are you telling me to read this when this book was written by him? This is his perspective. Lies.
See for yourself what is the truth or not. Lunarian. Vessel of Asmodeus.
What is it?
Have you seen this truth?
Yes.
Whether you believe it to be true or not, I have presented you an opportunity to use what I have given you, the free will that you have been blessed with, to go and make right. How have you been wronged? Whether you choose to take that opportunity or not is up to you. But I speak to the ring bearers amongst you. Know that if you do not seek, you will be found.
Uh, Miss Miss Lizette, I do want to ask a question. Um, have you seen all of our movements before, like in real time, as we was going through that previous life, that previous cycle?
Well, of course, your memories are my memories. Your feelings are my feelings. Your love is my love, and your
Mm,
hate is my hate. Your desires
right.
are shared.
Uh, Desirous. Um, I met. I wanted because we was looking for this guy before. Me honest before in the previous cycle to see what was going on with him. Even though my father gave me the details of the false Hydra, and I wanted to know that because we was looking for this guy named Barnabas, and do you know where he's at or his identity or anything? Because we was looking for him and we couldn't find him. I met him before, like during the circus. As you would know, you probably seen everything, every step I make. And he disappeared, in the battle against Dugungi with Lady Dashes. That kind of resembled. I didn't think about it at first, but she kind of resembled you in a way, appearance-wise, in the face, just a little bit.
Yes. You're very observant.
Uh,
This Dasis.
uh, do Do you know of Lady Dashes? Did you create her as well? Because she kinda, like I said, resembled you. So I don't know. Did you made her on purpose to, look like you? I don't know. It just in this whole. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm just grasping at straws. But I did want to know because Barnabas seemed very, very strong. Multiple times I've seen him, and Lady Dash is around him, and like I said, she looks like you. So, is there any connection of Lady Dashes and you, or
Barnabas, he seeks to reclaim and rejoin what is left of me.
What?
The parts that he has been able to assemble. Have been brought together to create what you know as the stasis. Although she never truly is.
Uh, Look, do you know their location? I would like to talk to them. Maybe because Annis wouldn't believe me about the Foss Hydro, but maybe someone as strong as Barnabas. Like I seen him like make a small dragon, put it in my pocket, like crazy stuff like that. As you seen through my eyes and everything. So maybe he can fix Amnes, or maybe you can. I, I don't think I need fixing, but
Oh, buddy, you can use a little bit of fixing.
what? What do you mean? I'm perfectly fine.
Yeah,
Put me
but
like
you're like,
bottom. What?
you're pretty short, man. You can use like a little bit of height extension.
I, 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 well, I guess I would like to like not be looked down by Cora and everything and everybody else when y'all talk to me. It does bother me sometimes, but
Yeah,
I
man.
think my
Like when
height is
you get up, nah, man. When you get up in that thing, like you want her to look up at you, man. You know what I mean?
what? What did you just say?
Yeah, we'll talk about it later, bro.
You pervert! I swear to God. You know what? We're in front of divinity right now, so I'm gonna let this.
Yeah, we're from the mom. Yeah, don't hit me or I'll tell mom.
Wait, that is a caution. Is there violence allowed in this place? Just like that, or
Wow. Why would you ask that?
I don't know. I was just thinking about it because like, what if we're been part of this loop before and everything? Would we have like tried to, you know, fight her or lash out? I doubt all of us all routes played the same way, right?
I don't think we can fight her as she is now. Now, she did say that there was someone trying to reconstruct her. Then,
Yes, Barnabas, the first sorcerer.
Barnabas. Wait, Barnabas? He's the first
Barnabas,
sorcerer?
sorcerer.
Wait, wait, but Bartholomew, I thought Bartholomew was the first sorcerer. Was Barnabas Bartholomew this whole time?
He changed his name.
Indeed, he did.
What? Why would he do that? Did he do it to hide from you and Asmodeus?
Before I tell you this thing, I must
Oh,
know if we are to move forward.
oh,
Just say it.
move forward. How's what is our plan, guys? Are we just not? Are we gonna do this job or not? What's the point of accepting these marks and everything? Fight back and antagonize her. What's the point of like one by one having conversations about what we want and what we and she giving it to us?
I want to hear what she's saying. I won't accept anything.
Uh, uh,
This one you seek, this Barnabas, he is indeed the fair sorcerer, Bartholomew. After the Great War, when Damon defeated Abyssinus and took upon himself his power, he attempted to seal the chaos within his mortal body, empowered with both the Shade Gleam sword and the Ring of Tungra, gifted by Bartholomew himself. Even still, it was not enough to keep it at bay. And so, a council was called. High Intercessor Aaron, High Commander Ares, and Bartholomew himself gathered, and they performed the first vigil. As she sort of presents this book in her hand. Well, they would place Damon in a deep sleep, a slumber, a coma of sorts. One that will prevent the powers of Abyssinus from seeping out, albeit all at once, for there was a cost. The souls of great heroes must be given each year to maintain the seal that binds his sleep. Bartholomew's task was simple. After retrieving the ring from the sleeping Damon, he separated it into the 10 that you all search for now, spread amongst Tungra, so that one day, if need be, one would rise powerful enough to wield them that could truly end this cycle forever. But
It's the one you search for, Damon?
Bartholomew knew this would not last, for the hearts of Tungrans are weak, and the seal would eventually be broken. And so he changed his name, and he set off to gather them once, to raise up heroes himself, training them, to speed up the evolution. And he knew that one day some ring bearers would gather in unison to bring them all together again and to do what needs to be done. What is your question about Damon? My apologies, I was monologuing.
Sorry. I understand it happens. I'm just going to go on for hours. The person to control the ring, or rings, is Damon? I know he controlled them before, and you guys are waiting for someone to come back, but unless you're talking about Asmodeus or some all-powerful entity, it sounds like your only other choice would be Damon, no?
There's no controlling the rings. The rings are, a sense, a part of all of you as well. They are the weave incarnate, the essence of this universe, the laws and the rules that bind it. Damon was gifted the ring by the first sorcerer, once named general of the forces. He used it to lead the Tungrans to victory in the Great Cleansing. But as I said, he succumbed to the godlike power that he absorbed. And so I say you, shall we go collect these rings and finish the job of the one that you seek, Gog?
I will do what I have to do. My task is to get one ring. I will not do your bidding.
And the rest of you, chosen, will you break the cycle?
Yes, I want to break the cycle. So I'm ready for whatever task you put us out to, collecting rings, slaying gods. I want to break the cycle. I want people to live for themselves instead of having to depend on gods. I already did a spiel on this earlier, so I'm not gonna do it again. But yes, I accept. I I want to join in breaking this loop. Hmm.
So allow me to make your
Um,
task a bit easier. If I may, as she gestures back to the map.
okay.
So, you seem to know who split the 10, but tell me, please, Gog, can you name them? The ring that you seek?
The fire ring, the azure ignis.
As you speak that, you see a light pop up above the monastery. These eyes that I've granted you allow you to detect the location of these rings that you seek, wherever they may be in Tungra. And by use of your bastion, I think that you will have no trouble in gathering them up.
And after I get that ring, you will take these eyes back.
that is truly what you seek. As she shows you the locations of all of the various rings, of course, you know that amongst yourselves, Lunarion lights up. Oralos Jr. also appears to light up in the corner of the room. And also Cora appears to be lighting up.
Mm.
She goes and she says, and for those of you that seek out the guardians of the elemental planes, I've even thrown in a little taste for you as well. As you see that Gog appears to have a green light, which is different than the lights that appear over the tin. And then you can see that the flame ring shows now that red color. Now, the 10 rings that must be gathered: Lumen, Chronorok, Memnos, Nadir, Terra, Odium, and Amora. And in doing so, you guys can see that there are three locations that appear on this map with the 10 ring golden color. One within a location called Gabriel's Eye to the north of the Golden Isles. One that appears directly over the city of Crelestra itself. And one that appears directly over the capital of Felgorado within the center of the island. The two elemental lights that appear are above the mountains of Kim, and there is one in the center of the ocean out to the east of Dry Dock. You all look confused. Did I?
Ah. You said kin?
I'm sorry?
No, she said dry cock.
Oh, I thought she said like kin. It's like the elementals like around kin, the mountains of kin.
I think she did as
I-
well. But Amnes, I think you could agree that we're well past the point of having this discussion ourselves.
oh,
We need to gather the rest of the team.
great, right. Um, Miss Lizette, thank you for showing us all this stuff. We really appreciate it. But we do like to discuss it with the rest of our team, and maybe you know get some, get their thought process on it and everything, and we'll come back with you with our decision. Sounds great, though. By the way, don't want to feel disrespecting you. You know, wasting your time or anything.
Do have one question though. Do you have enough juice or power to send multiple of us to multiple different locations?
I have enough to send and receive 2 groups.
Understood. And will those 2 groups go back to the same point in time, but in 2 different locations?
Yes.
Understood. Gog, have you changed your mind?
Oh no, I must go home.
Well, no, be it, I won't be going that way.
Huh?
We have other things to do. To prepare for the future. To prepare for the inevitable. Will you come with me?
I won't be going that way.
What?
I'll come with you.
That's
Fine.
right.
We'll figure this out when the rest can meet in the middle. After they're done tinkering with the things around us.
I still have a few questions. A few things that are kind of confusing me. You've spoken about gridded entities inside of all the planning and actions of kind of a bigger war than I thought we were in. One of the questions, while thinking about that, and after hearing some people kind of take a stance against all of the gods, I'm kind of wondering exactly where is it that my god stands inside of this? I'm not entirely sure if we're talking about taking a stance against Moradin as well, and if so, why?
Moradin is a consequence of Gavriel's creation, a symbol of his laziness and neutrality. He creates gods to do what he should be doing, divisions of his alignment, as he will call it.
But Moradin was once but a dwarf himself, was he not? And if that were the case, then that would make me and Amnis also creations of Gabrielle. Dooming us to also be on the menu for slaughter? No.
We must learn to question the things that we have been taught, Bagrin. There have been much deception bred into your upbringing. These truths will be hard. But no, in this next creation, there will be no need for the likes of the Moradins.
And you expect me to turn my own hammer towards him? Why would I do so if I can't even get a grasp on what side you truly stand on? Aside from the darkest veil.
If you
Hey,
choose to
Bagro,
be a
but
slave to this cycle, then that is your choice.
You're
But
asking me to become your slave
wait,
of
but
this cycle.
hey, Bogdan, how about we just wait for the rest of the guys to get their answers too? We was getting a earful already. It's not fair for the other guys, you know.
What does that have to do with my question?
She can answer it when everybody gets group up together, you know.
What is that? We're all here right now.
Well, the others is over there tinkering, so we should see what was going on with them, right? We
Why would
can't
their
just
input change anything that's happening right now?
well, because it should be a group vote.
A group vote on whether or not I should turn my hammer towards my own god?
Hmm. Not that per se, but I just think we just wait for everyone else over there. We're hearing all this stuff going on
Feel
over
free to
here.
go over there and stand with them. I'm trying to decide
Bob,
and question if whether or not that we're all about to become the puppets that she's saying that we already were. Why don't you seem interested in the fact that you're about to become one of them? When I say one of them, I mean one of the deities that we were told and all taught that we had to fight against. Kavar stood with them, did he not? Speaking of which, that was another question. They knew this reset was about to happen. Are they Were they sent back? How did they know this was all doomed? And how do we know we're not being sent back to just fall right into the same pit?
Because I believe you misunderstand. This is the cycle that I speak of. After Zahir and Abyssinus have finished doing away with this creation, Gabriel will create another. But neither you, nor Moradin, nor anyone that you've ever known or thought of exist. A fresh, new beginning. That is what I'm trying to protect you from.
So you want to completely, excuse me, bleep everything out of existence, good and bad? Or are we trying to help clean slate for a world with no gods? That's what I'm grasping, that you want to have a even major reset or a brand new creation, removing all of us off of it. Not simply just my god, but also to wipe myself off of the map.
A creation
Lunarion,
free
Gog.
of the cycle. Your God is powerless to stop it. Yet you'd worship him nonetheless. He cannot stop your destruction. You have to take this into your hands. Destroy Abyssinus. Create an age free of both him and Gabriel.
And what about Asmodeus? And all of his twisted plots to try and manipulate and control all the other people that who otherwise might have been happier.
He will reign.
And you want this.
Well, no. But as of right now, our Savior is requesting an action from us. A journey to gather these rings for this very purpose. To put it plainly, Abyssinus and his heralds will usher in a cosmic reset. That piece is inevitable. Gabriel has cursed all of his creation. Well, the children of Lizette, to be damned to hell, regardless of how you live. You're a good man, Balgren. You do good things. You try. You pick up your axe and you try. Let's say you take up a wife. Let's say you have children. We little Balgrens running around a great field with horses and homes for every one of your family. And you pray to your God, Muradin, each day and each night, for yourself last and your family first. You feed the needy in the outskirts of the town. You take care of the elderly. You take up arms to defend the weak until your last breath. I'm sure you'd hope to go to a dwelling place with your God in the afterlife. Pleasant place, full of hope and laughter, good food and agape, fellowship. Thanks to Gabriel, that will never come to pass. For from birth, you have been cursed. And so on one hand, We have a business. The inevitable cosmic destruction and restoration. And on the other hand, we have an eternity in hell, regardless of how we lived. We are to do away with both and to create a new world.
One of
where
freedom.
free will reign. Exactly. One of freedom. Now, the issue that we both have is that we are doing this not just of our own free will, not just of our own volition, but we are tasked this after being plucked out of our time against our free will. A divine being who ultimately wishes to reign over this new free world. Who's to say that Asmodeus or whomever else sits at the left or the right hand of God wouldn't simply change their minds after a couple thousand years? That time means nothing to them. So to me, I wish to do away with all the gods and create a totally new system.
So out
Does
of
that make sense?
destruction, creation, and free will, which do you stand under out of the three? Simply to destroy and eradicate? Where your free will go ahead and let you go ahead and do exactly as Asmodeus and the others are trying to attain?
Oh no. I think if I think deeply enough that I could utilize my free will to do as I'm commanded, but I could also use my free will to do nothing. Sure. But if I understand your question correctly, I will use my free will to do as I'm told for now, as I have been my entire life. It won't be until the final moment. It won't be until the last clash with the final antagonist of our story that we will ultimately be faced with the truth. Will free will prevail or not? So until then, we are mere slaves to circumstance, as are everyone else that don't bear wings.
The circumstances that confuse me in this situation while choosing, because your words sound true, but the outcome all ultimately sounds like it's all just winding back and forth into the same thing.
There's certainly a designated outcome. Sure.
That freedom that you speak of was what I was raised to believe Morden fought for and created us to have. The freedom to create and build.
And the God that created your God took away our free will.
But this is that loop that I'm talking about. That free will is what places us here and is being asked to strike back.
No, it's not. It isn't. Sadly. Free will has been nothing more than illusion up until this point. And if we don't do something about it, it will only ever be an illusion. We're on a wheel, Balgren. We are running and running. Some are running towards something, some are running away. But nevertheless, we don't have the choice to get off the wheel. We must keep running.
I accepted this mark on my chest to stand with. Whatever the plan was that led me here. Of course, not by Lizette or Zavriel or whoever else could have been here, Gabriel. But one of faith, which has saved you once before, has saved many of us plenty of times, and has saved me and carried me all the way up to this point. And I'm being asked to leave it behind. Or worse, if I'm mishearing this in any other way, let's just pretend that I'm not. To leave it behind so I can strike down what gave me that faith in the first place. To replace it with more free will? More pretend creators? That love and worship and care about us and all this? It doesn't sound like anybody above my God cared about anything else that was going on here rather than fighting for each other over who had control.
You don't appear to be as confused as you may think, Balgren. You
Because
speak
it
truly.
sounds like two children fighting on a playground. Or worse, three.
I agree.
Look, tell me this, Lizette. Do the people that stand opposed to my God stand a chance at winning? If I don't act?
You do not bear a ring, so you are no hindrance to this mission. It is up to the ring bearers to gather their siblings.
Those people that were shining earlier? Cora?
We who are shining are those who bear rings. And those that shined on the maps are locations where there are other rings. Once you bear a ring, you will shine too under those eyes.
This is a maddening stance to try to have. I thought I kind of had a grasp before. And now those thoughts are wary.
Well, here, allow me to ease your mind. And she presents you with a stack of knowledge, several books from her library, the Alphas, the Omegas, the Great Cleansing, all the great chronicles of Tungra.
Oh, great. Old books. Only read but one multiple times throughout my life, and now I've got. Is this stack of books taller than me?
It's ethereal, and so yes, but you can see through it.
All right, I just lean over, looking up to the sky, however tall it is. This. Gog, you've read many. Is this similar to? Is this gonna? Is this gonna hurt to ingest? I'm scared. Gog's still here. All right.
Just read with an open mind.
All right. Um. Gonna poke the books and just corrupt the lore bot later on.
Yep, so I just made 2 more books available. One is The Vigils, and the other is The Book of Sarah.
Oh yeah.
You've led these guys so far to the point where they all managed to live. I've only just returned, so I guess I can try to hope to learn from you and your judgment. Besides, you sound more convinced than I do that this is the best choice.
It's okay, Mr. Bogger. Me and Amos can read some of the books with you. You don't have to read them all by yourself, I guess.
I fear I might have to. Otherwise, Amnes might scribble weird figures in them, like the one he has with him already. By the way,
Hey.
Amnes, no scribbling in these books.
I never scribbled in any books anyway, so yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, by the way, Lenorion, before Raz gets a look at the nasty book this kid is holding, you should probably take it from him.
Huh? Why can I have it?
I was just thinking
Well-
about Rise. Amnes,
Yeah?
have you looked after Rise all this time?
Yes, sir, like a hawk.
Can you continue to do so?
What are you implying?
Have you ever heard the term adoptive son? Just for the time
Why?
being, until we find his folks.
Shit. Well, yeah, I don't mind. Rise is a good kid, so yeah. What it sounds like that you're splitting from me. What's going on, Captain? What's going on?
Oh, no. Worry not, Amnes. Worry not. I do wish that we could spend more time together. Hopefully, when it comes time to split up and go on our quest, we can go the same way.
Right. I probably won't go with Rise, but I can divulge on that later.
That might be for the best. Also, who said I want to even look for my folks? I kind of like it here with y'all.
You can't just stay with us, Rise. You have parents out there.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You're
have
like,
parents who abandoned me, but okay. I think I should look for them then, I guess.
well, don't you have cousins or anything like that?
Nope.
Guys, look around you. This business is no matter for a child.
Oh, you want me to stay here with Lizette and study or something then?
I'd much rather you closer to one of us.
Yeah, no, he should
Oh.
stay here and go to school.
No. No child should be left alone for extended periods of time.
Yep, no child left behind. You got it.
It's bad for their development.
Oh.
Besides,
What
Rise
about
has
the book?
survived up until this point.
Technically, I guess. He did die.
What now?
Twice.
He,
I almost died twice.
when
I told you earlier.
When he turned to a vampire, he died and got brought back.
I understood the vampire part. I didn't. Okay, he actually
I said
did die.
almost died by getting that crown that's on Bargrim.
Right, but as someone that has actually almost died as well, dying and almost dying are quite different from one another.
Keep telling me, guys,
True.
these half truths are really bad.
Oh.
You got knocked the hell out on a bridge while fighting a metallic warhog,
Wow.
and
A metallic what?
yeah, it was
It
weird.
was made out of gold, Gog. You should have seen it.
And you didn't bring it to me?
I broke it. I broke it.
Well, guess it's gonna be back together now since 3 said.
But
So we can have another chance to bring it to you.
But it's
Hey, man.
mine.
You need to write it down on this map right here. Sprocket gives him the map. Hey, put it where put somewhere it is. And I'll come back for it.
All right, cause I
No,
don't know.
it's mine. I claimed it. He can't have what I claimed. I had
Hey,
to break it because it attacked me.
we can fight for it later.
Yeah,
Fine.
and technically it's Dwellers right now since the reset, so back to his, you know.
Wellen. Okay.
wait. Okay. Yeah. If Lizette, if we go back, what are we going to see ourselves?
Oh, there'll be 2 sprockets? No, there need to be like
Oh.
15.
No, Sully,
Oh,
that is
no.
not how time travel works.
Damn it.
I think
This is the first time
Here,
I've ever done this.
as she
Sorry.
shows you all threads that pull from within your chest, she explains, these are your threads. These bound you to the weave. Your fate and your destiny are intertwined within these threads. When I brought you here, I plucked you from the web of fate, and I will place you back in the time most fitting for this journey.
okie dokie.
It's as long as I don't know. As long as nothing weird happens and we don't come across ourselves, I'm fine with that. I don't know how I can tell myself the truth. Not about all of this. It's just confusing for me as it is. But yeah, Thenarion. Rose was knocked the fuck out and then came back from the dead after the second time he went down. Sorry.
My father used to always say, if you see your doppelganger, you should kill it.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's go kill one.
kill myself. I don't think I can do that. Sprocket, and it's like, oh god, Sprocket. That means you have to kill yourself.
Hey, well, Rallo said that his dad said that if you see one, kill one.
What? You know what? I forgot how much brain cells I love you. Ah.
Hey, calm down.
What? Anyway, it feels. What do you have to say now?
I was gonna ask Bagra if I could have that crown.
No, that crown goes to me.
What the
Excuse
hell
me?
is both of you talking about?
Yeah, what's he talking about, man?
What are you talking about, you goblin?
Hey, you're something. I forgot what you are, but yeah, you something. Look, I was just, I didn't know if you wanted
Gaussian.
to be, that ring. I mean, not the ring, but the crown look all nice and sparkly. So I was like, maybe
It's my father's crown. I should have it, Sprockets.
it's not yours.
No offense, but the last time you held on to this thing, you kind of started going rampant. And I get that that's out of your control and everything, and that might have been before you found out he was your father. But
Excuse me?
See, you can't handle the gold.
I didn't go crazy when I had the crown on my head. What? No.
not with it on your head, just with it in your possession.
Oh, you talking about when the other George was saying things and you were saying things and I carried them, they didn't trust me and all that jazz, so I reacted?
Yeah, that's what the definition of rampant is.
Yep, that's the definition. All the more reason I should have that crown.
No, it's chocolate. It's mine. Back off.
No.
Yes.
No.
Well, what is your link to this crown? Why are you... I thought you said you didn't stand with Kaval and everything he wanted.
What? Sure. But that's why I want to talk to him when the reset happens. I want to establish an early relationship with him and try to convince him not to go along with this plan. I know I can wear him down. I don't want my father going down the same path. He's been going through all these loops, this lonely, dark path. I believe I can save him, and if I can save him, Dwarforge will be saved also in the process. I think my grandfather could be the link to all this. He was looking for to have vampires able to walk in the sunlight, to not thirst for blood. And if I can help him with the cure, then the blood moon don't have to happen.
And the thirst for blood?
Yes, vampires thirst for blood.
And where do you plan to take it from?
I need to know the ingredients, key ingredient for the cure. And if I can do that, I can help my grandfather with this curse. And like I said, and vice versa, might help Forge in the process without having to shed any bloodshed from either side.
Or I'm not trying to make you in any uncomfortable situation, but have you been drinking blood this whole time?
No.
Whose blood if so, whose blood have you been drinking? And does that mean Rise is going to have to start drinking blood as well?
Well, he is a vampire.
She can drink my blood.
Yes. Rocket! That is my fiance. What is wrong with you?
I mean, say she can drink your blood.
That's right. That's not right. Okay.
All right, look. Family ties, confusion of... Sprocket, I can't give you this crown for what it kind of stands for, and this is the one thing that helped us stop Kaval the last time. As for you, Cora, I understand your situation is difficult, but I don't understand how you handing this over to a man who had already manipulated everyone before.
I'm not handing it over to him. I'm using it to communicate with him.
The Wallen said he was communicating with him through it and everything, so I don't see if that's crazy. If she can do the same thing.
I mean, maybe, but wasn't he already communicating with her before?
I mean, if you have the crown, is he going to know if we go back anyway?
I mean, pretty much, but this is the one thing that we're able to use against him from all the other creations that were done by the city.
That's true.
Look,
and you did beat
right
him up.
now,
Well, you wouldn't want to.
I don't know what if we're gonna have to talk about amongst with the whole where everyone is going. But if you're not going to Durin Forge, that crowd is kind of nothing right now except a thing Rocket could put on his head.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, that
And
might be, but it's also a key to your sanity, from one thing. I
My
don't know
sanity?
if you go. Well, you were saying that he gave you, like, a blocker from the thoughts you were having from seeing possibly your cousin, Zeddy, and you fell for his bait this kind of whole time, and you barely turned against him in the very end.
His
How do I know
bait.
that you won't fall for, like,
First of all,
his trick of clearing your thoughts of all of these ideas of your cousin and all of the horrors from the past? Like,
so it's not bait.
I
I seen what Zeddy did. I was there live in person to see what Zeddy did. It's not bait. It actually happened.
no. The bait of clearing the memories out of your mind. You saw Zeddy in the tunnel, and you saw Zeddy after we killed
What?
your father. If your father's going to be alive, and I hand this crown back to you when he's alive, he could speak directly to you and somehow convince you to turn against everything again. That's all
He's
that
not
history
gonna.
has shown at the moment.
He's not gonna do that
And how do you know this?
because I willingly went with what he was doing. Remember, it wasn't no trick. It wasn't no magic spell. No curse. I willingly went along with that. So he will have to try to willingly convince me again, which I will tell him no. But if I don't tell him no, I'm just gonna play the card that's in my hand, which is lying to him, of course. But I'm willing to do that for the party. Like I said, I want to save him. I want to save my grandfather. I want to save Alucard. I want to save all of Durin Forge from all this. And I believe we don't have to share bloodshed. I feel like this is the best, safe way to do that. And
Or
plus,
you
if I have the
go ahead.
crown, if I have the crown, I wouldn't say he will be blocking anything Zeddy wise from that. That's gonna be probably with or without the crown that I'm gonna be having those emotions from. Like if I go with Lunarion or Wallows or Mace or York, I still might attack them. Regardless. But I believe any of you guys are going to restrain me until I can calm down and regain my senses. But for the time being, the crown is most useful with me.
Only by the use of your means. If we know exactly where Kavar is and we can prevent any of this other stuff from happening, you would just as easily be able to distract him while we went ahead and gathered the forces needed to take him down. And if not to take him down, at least to remove the clutches he has all over the city. If I gave you this crown and you presented it to him, he would just as easily turn all of those forces against the entire city, wiping everyone out
Well,
even faster. You're playing with the idea and the imagination that you have all control over things that you never had control on to begin with.
I don't believe I have a control over anything. I'm just taking a risk. I'm just taking a chance, grabbing fate by the hand and trying to make something happen.
But you tried this before,
I
and you
I
pretended
did,
that you didn't know
but it was
anything
too
about
late.
all the deaths and things that happened.
I
You
didn't
claim no
know of
fault
the
to yourself
deaths.
for all the things that happened. I know,
I
that's the thing. Things that you seem to think that you have the power over don't change from the things you don't know are going to happen once you lose all that control and your plans fail.
of
You will
course.
then be having to take the blame for anything bad that can happen if I handed this to you. And then after that blame happens, if you were to get killed or be captured, enslaved and thrown down somewhere until all Gaussians could roam the earth, and you were forced to have Morgasian babies as a pureblood, I can play the imagination game too. And the imagination game, in my hands, sounds like something way more terrifying is possible by handing you this crown. Not just for you, but for the rest of Dornforge as well.
I'm asking you just to put your trust in.
Again. How many times have I put my trust in you, Cora?
About once.
One time.
About once.
Was that before or after you became a full vampire?
Yeah, I didn't know you that well, Bogren. So I would say, probably one time, probably after like them George looked at me weird before the fight with Dwalin. You trusted me to still be in battle with you.
And then you betrayed my trust that time as well.
I didn't betray your trust, though. I fought side by side with you throughout the whole fight.
And what happened after? Did you not turn against me because you thought my words meant something they didn't?
I think you're focusing on you. I didn't betray you.
Cora,
I just wasn't listening to them.
I'm focusing on you and the trust that I gave you.
And I'm not.
I trusted you not to turn your sword against me.
Bogren, stop making this about you, Bogren.
Cora, I have the crown. You're asking me to give you something that is in my hands. You're asking me for trust to give you, which I've given and you've spat in my face with. Multiple times. You pretend that you have not betrayed my trust
all the time,
multiple
Bogren.
times.
If you don't believe me right now, I just make my own. Fine, I make my own damn crown.
The answer is no.
I make my own crown.
Whoa, make me one too, yeah. Make me too. Me too.
Simply conversate about the things and understand that you have been at fault multiple times because of badly made plans and badly chosen ideals. And instead of working with everyone here, which we're all together, we're supposed to do this together.
Together? You're talking about together? Well, you want to involve the rest of the other party with this conversation.
They're all right here.
They're not. They're over there.
Where is your idea in trying to convince your dad with everyone else present? Where is your idea in what you want to do with Emnus? Where is your idea in what you want to do with Gog? What is your idea in what you want to do with Sprocket? Your entire idea is with the idea that you can walk into your daddy's living room and ask him for fucking.
I'm not walking anywhere. Stop. Stop thinking. You're overthinking it.
Okay, so you're going to fly?
Walking? I literally said I'm going to be talking to him through the crown, the whole thing. I'm probably going to be with one of y'all, not even close to Durnforge. But like I said, I'll just make my own crown if that's the case.
I'm not in charge of the things that happen here. You've expressed your faith in wanting to trust in Cora, and that we need to keep eyes on her. I definitely believe that eyes need to be on her if I go through with anything that she's talking about here. If she only means to conversate with her father, and somehow think that words can change the history of everything, and that everything's just going to be totally fine, that the people of Dornforge won't be used as meat inside of the tunnels, and families can just go back to living their normal lives, and as long as he can.
Do you know what they have been doing? Like, Bogren, do you know what they've been doing to Gaussian babies over here? You damn George, you damn to protect them. They killed them. They murdered them. Don't you act like you guys are so holier than thou.
Yeah, I know that they were picked clean in the tunnels when they were just simply mining and raising their own society. After, of course, being run out of one other society by the same man who did this once before.
Did you hear anything I just said right there? You guys murdered my people's kind. killed babies, killed anything. But everything's okay because you're George, right? Everything's okay because of that. Y'all can do whatever the
So,
hell y'all want. Y'all
why are you
y'all
putting
not.
weird words into my mouth as if it's me speaking up for all dwarven society?
I'm telling you, the whole thing in
You're
During
telling
Force,
me
it's not
your
one-sided.
ideas. Sorry.
It's not one-sided. The things in During Force is not one-sided. It's bad both ways.
Right, and for some reason you seem to keep thinking that all of this is based on your side alone.
I'm doing
I'm
something.
thinking of the party here. And I'm thinking of any success that we have in trying to get out of this alive and take away all the things that we care about with us. You want to save your family, and you want them to walk out of this alive. I think your family has a bigger strain on you than you even want to admit.
Excuse me?
I think you're willing to give up anything for the sake of your families, no matter how many lives.
I really give up myself to save this world. That's why I'm trying to break this loop.
And how do I know that you're not willing to give up another Duran Forge again?
Because I'm trying to save Duran Forge. I was trying to save Duran Forge last time.
Again, that didn't work out for you.
Yeah, that was a different route. That wasn't one route. This is a different route.
Right.
You're not even trying to give it a chance. What if it does work? I know this is hypothetical. I know this. But if we don't even try, who could say we do march over there and Duran Forge and lose? What if we lose? Sure, we might win, but what if we lose? And what if the best case scenario is me trying to establish a relationship with my father early and talk amongst the five and try to get all this stuff figured out?
Oh my god, forgot about the five. Cora, what if it's not just your father that needs to be convinced? You saw it yourself. Once we striked him down, another replaced him and ran an even higher buck around amongst everyone else.
Yes, my grandfather.
Wait, stop! What if there's even more to this picture that you don't even know of, and you might be acting too soon? What if all you do is recreate the entire scenario before there's even a great war, before there's even tons of lives lost?
I don't know how we would create the same scenario if my father don't die and my grandfather comes from shows himself in the anger of seeing his deceased son in front of him and unleashing all hell on the golden owl.
You have no guarantee of your safety, our safety, or the safety of any other people. You have a hope. I'm not saying hope is something that doesn't win victories, but the thing is, there are many more hands at play here. We have many more hands with us right now, and you continue to want to strive only on your own with your own idea of what you alone can do.
Who said it was on my own?
You did. You talk to your father, you change his mind, you somehow pivot the entire reality that we just came from. All simply because you have a better standing relationship with him. We don't even know, you know why he did it? We don't know why he was chasing after everybody to begin with, why he chased them after a second time and used them as, what, cattle? You can't even tell me where you've gotten the blood that you've been drinking this entire time.
When I said I'm not...
Bogrin, we do not know unless we ask him, Bogrin.
I'm fine with asking him, but I'm also fine with the idea of having a backup plan. And that backup plan seemed to have worked out well when using this crown to stop him from causing any more havoc before he killed Rise. He wasn't happy to try and have a conversation with us before.
Bogrin. you realize his army was not inside of the castle, right? It was spread thin. It wasn't in there. So you had the opportunity to do what you was able to do.
And what about his opportunity to tell you that you had family? What about his opportunity to tell you that you weren't alone? There are many other times that he could have
It's
presented himself. Back in the Dukangiri fight, he could have
honestly,
acted multiple times, and yet he chose to sit back and watch you turn into a twisted person who couldn't trust the people that stood closest to her. From my perspective, he allowed you to lose your mind, to manipulate you to fall under his arms, while weakened and thinking you were alone. You said it yourself. The person that, sorry, not you, Lizette has said it herself. The person that caused you the most harm was part of your own family as is. They were Gaussian. No? Again, you're not asking the proper questions that are placed right in front of you. You're choosing to ignore it all for the sake of your dear daddy. And excuse me, but I don't think he might be as concerned for you as you might be for him or anybody else.
that's good. Is that your thought? It's your thought process, bro. Honestly, I don't give a damn what you think about my father and everything. I'm just trying to do something. I don't care
Great.
about.
Why don't you chase after these rings with the rest of us instead of trying to
I
build a
can
bonding
do
relationship with
both.
him,
I
as
can
you can
do
have a
both.
backup plan for when your ideas turn against you again?
When? So you already think is off or not?
Yes, because you choose not to ask the right
So
questions.
you
You choose to
no. So
continue
you
feigning
no.
your
But no,
imagination.
there's no hope. So you're saying my hope is just non-existent. It should be non-existent because you already believe that it's never going to work.
Did you just hear my question? Why didn't your dad speak up for you before
May,
you were left
maybe
by
he.
yourself?
I don't know. I would have to ask him. Him going
Why
all the
didn't
way
he
to
tell
Lunas
you?
Bay. Bogren, I might
No, no,
have
no.
attacked. Bogren, I might have attacked him if I first saw him. I probably thought he would have been lying to me.
Did you even
All
bother
my
to try
life,
asking about?
all my life, I've been hunting monsters and monsters and demons. I've been taught this in sorrow about vampires and everything, and they're pictured to be bad, evil people. So maybe he was scared that his own daughter might try to strike him down without even trying to listen.
Your mind is something I'm very truly concerned for here. You've acted
I'm
before
just
on emotion. You've acted before on your own personal thoughts. You might do so again. I'm not in charge of you. I was once in charge of a city as they fled for their lives from the people that you say you stand a better chance at reconciling with. I don't have too much faith in that. Just like I didn't have too much faith in you coming forth and telling the truth when presented the chance to. The same goes for Emnus, who lied for you. Excuse me, not lied, withheld the truth. This isn't the party that I chose to sign up with before.
talk about the
At least
same
not with
party
the
that
idea.
you killed one of the party members of. You killed Arrow, right? Some party member.
Yeah, and do you know what for? And I guarantee you it's a lot less than you did.
Please educate me. Why did you kill your party member? Did he come at you in any antagonistic way?
Me? No. Your captain.
Okay,
He made
so
the threat. No. He made the threat. To kill him the next time he saw him. And you guess what he did next? He dared to walk straight up to him with the biggest grin on his face after we had already saved him from dying once. He told him himself He is a different man than he was once before. The same way that you stand now, a
Did-
different woman than you were
Did
once
he
before.
attack
No.
Lunarion?
Yes, he did.
He attacked Lunarion.
His
Lies.
threat.
God?
His threat said what he would do. The same way that your father threatened an entire city.
God just said that wasn't true.
Okay, Gog. Did he not threaten Lunarion?
He did threaten him.
You were there and you stood there silent.
He did threaten him.
Okay. And what did he do next after the threat?
He was going to ask you for help. He was going to ask you both for help.
That's a lie, considering
That
we
is
were the
not a
ones
lie.
asking for help.
Okay, guys.
No, Amnes, you were
no.
present when this happened.
No, yes, I
We
would.
came
That's why
forth,
I want
asked
to.
you
That's why,
guys for
Gog,
assistance
let me,
to travel the
Gogren.
sea because we were undermanned. And when we had the chance to ask you for that help, he chose to try and have Amnes shake us down even more. And mid-conversation of the disappointment
But
in
okay,
us
Bob.
traveling together, that being his choice, he chose to try and challenge the threat that he gave. Not
But-
even minutes before.
Okay. Let me tell you something. How this works, Barbara. If you need somebody to go somewhere with you, they're going to ask something in return. It's usually if they're a nice person, they might be doing it for the kindness of the heart. But most people, if you're not seeing eye to eye, they're going to ask something from you. So I don't see it as a shakedown. Maybe it was a shakedown. I don't know. But if he didn't physically attack or send any spell or send any arrow or any other weapon at Lenorion, he did not attack Lenorion. But
You know
you
the
still
funny part
shut him
about that
down.
is, he wasn't fast enough. His mouth might have
What?
been. His mouth might have been fast enough to get off a word or two before he chose to act, or before he could act.
Oh, so you're guessing
But I don't stand by. Girl, you have done way more than this simple man did by threatening us. You have threatened me. You have threatened an entire city. You sit and pretend that you knew nothing while sitting by sipping your fucking glass and chalices filled with fucking blood. And you want to pretend that everything is hunky-dory and that we can just trust you.
Marvin, shut the hell up. Marvin, shut up. I did not say everything all hunky dory. I never said nothing. No, I'm done. I'm done letting you just run your mouth and then making your mind.
I am done listening to you trying to manipulate other people and guilt
I'm not trying to
them.
manipulate you because you think everything runs through you. I'm trying to give
doesn't.
hope to them forwards.
doesn't.
I'm not.
It doesn't
No,
run through me.
I don't. Marvin, I don't care. I'm going to make my own crown. You can have the damn crown.
You choose to blame anyone here for what you choose to do when you leave here. I want you to remember that I tried to stop you.
Guess what? I didn't blame anybody. I'm putting everything on myself like I always do. I showed her all the problems. I never want to put anything on anybody. It's
You
all
weren't killed.
on me.
You
That's
were not killed.
Well, it's not my fault that someone got killed, though, in that
Rise.
battle. If you're talking about Rise chose. That's his own agency. Y'all allowed him to go. That is not on me. That is on you and Amnes and whoever was with y'all. Y'all allowed the kid you trying to protect with all your heart and might to a battle with my father. That was on you guys. You had all the opportunity to tell him to leave, go somewhere safe, but you allowed him to fight, did you?
Same way that allowed him to fight in the tunnels when we had to stop Gimli. Because I remember being told that Raz is stronger than the average child. That Rise has amazing abilities that can go ahead and protect him. If I recall correctly, that was both you and Amnes. No?
Yes, yes, he fought so.
Right.
I'm not.
So let me get this
No,
straight. Let
no,
me get this
no,
straight.
no.
I
Let
don't
me
want
tell
to
you
keep
this.
arguing about this.
Rise
I don't want to
is
keep arguing about this.
you had
Rise
Rise go
is a
against my
growing
father.
child.
You
Rise is
know
a
how
growing
strong
child.
you know how deadly my father is, and you still had him alone. I get he can fight for himself and everything, but there's levels to this, and you know there's levels to this.
Which you refuse to acknowledge. The levels of everything that have been happening here were all being controlled by your father. The man that the dwarves feared and knew much of and could do very little against, but to shelter themselves in and hide out anybody else that did not stand or that did not come from themselves. You chose the side that kind of came out on top, but so many lives other than Rise were lost. Rise is just the last one that I could actually count by seeing with my own eyes at what your father could do. That poor child wasn't old enough or strong enough to take that last blast that he sent at us. But everyone else had that chance. From this point, I don't even know if Rise is completely out of your control.
No, probably not. And that's why I'm going to stay away from him. I don't want to accidentally order him to do something, and he'll do it because he's a vampire now.
But this is one of the things that you have to take responsibility for, right?
Why do I need to take responsibility for that? I had no control.
Or I believe with the choice that you made to go with your father, that everything that stemmed from that, if you had any chance to try and stop anything from happening, and none of those chances were taken, that everything bad that came from it is partially your responsibility.
Rise is not
I
my
should know this.
responsibility since y'all let him go into that fight. That is on y'all.
We were all at your whim, or not whim, sorry. We were not all in your control, but we were all present when you made the choice to stay with your dad instead of fighting by our side. You chose to come with us in the very end. How do I know you didn't just do that simply because you saw that your dad was finally going to lose? I have no evidence that says that you would stand at the weakest side, or sorry, at the most doomed side, if it were the right choice to make.
Huh. I done it before. I did it against Duke Gungi. Me and Sprocket and Aralas was going to take on that whole army of Duke Gungi and his damn goblins. Well, no offense.
Wait, wasn't that only after we had everybody weakened outside?
We didn't
After
see
we initiated
that.
the fight?
We didn't see any of that.
Sorry.
Lady Dashes was. I don't want to. Maybe I'm hyperbole, but she looked like she was knocking on death's door. All the energy all that time and effort she was putting up on that barrier on the bastion, and it was not right since we put her in that predicament for her to go through all that. So, if it involved me going down, going against all those goblins and orcs and do gunky, I was willing to do that. Sure, Sprocket was probably in it for the game and see how many people he can take out, but I was on a losing battle. I didn't even know you guys was on the other side. I didn't even know Bunny Fish was going to come out of nowhere and do what he did. I fought against Whispers. I didn't even know what Whispers was. My whole life, I've been going against the grain. I've always been on the losing side. I still try to fight. I went on into a court case with no type of evidence, going against Lady Dashes, and I still tried. I didn't even. I knew I was going to lose. I still tried. So don't say I've been on the losing side of things. You don't know if I will ever fight on the losing side of things. I've been fighting on the losing side my whole life.
Cora, I want you. I need you to believe in me. I need you to believe in Amnes. I'm not going to go name by name. I need you to believe in everyone here. And I need you to trust me when I say that we want you to win and not fight on the losing side ever again. It might be inevitable. That's why I brought this fucking shield. But I want you and need you to gather a little bit more knowledge than just hope. If you're going to do what you say you want to do. If this crown has a chance at stopping from any type of cataclysm that happened before, and it's by your hands, I need you to prove to me that it's not going to go to waste, because this is one of the few chances that we had to stop what happened before. If I gave this to you, if you made another, somehow managed to get the gnomes to try and make something, somehow convinced your father to try and make another one, I need to make sure that it's not going to twist the city on itself. You might easily be able to make another one, but that doesn't change the fear. That doesn't change what is possible. I just want you to try to make sure that what you do is actually going to work out. If that means having an extra ring at hand or a few other ring bearers by your side, that does nothing but raise your chances in making that happen. Instead of going and trying to make another crown, can I promise you this crown if you present some type of information that can twist the tides? Before it all goes to hell?
Hmm. I don't know what type of evidence you're looking for, honestly.
Perhaps something on your fucking grandfather for once.
I won't.
Sorry, for
I
one.
won't. I won't be able to communicate. I mean, to do anything first if I don't even like communication.
Maybe we'll find something by gathering another ring of the five. Lizette might be holding out on us unless we give her something good. I don't know. But
I-
even information on who's actually behind the five.
It's my father. He's behind the.
Holy shit. Fuck, it's all fucked. Sorry. Okay. So then maybe we have to figure out this whole. I don't know. Okay, wait. The room he was in when he did the curse before he fell into that pool of blood, it was coming from somewhere and I couldn't stop it before. It maybe the spell? I don't know. When the dude floated down, he just continued what happened before and it just all manifested in that crazy shit that happened. if we can figure out maybe the origin or some other way to stop it, I could hope so. But again, I don't expect Lizette to help us out with any of this shit unless we try helping her with this.
Look, let's just. I think Lenoria, Omnis, and the others are right. Let's just come together and come with a decision, because I can't. I don't know what tangible evidence I can give to you that it'll be enough for you to trust me with the crown. So it's okay. You can keep the crown. You can keep the crown, or give it a sprocket to wear and everything like that. It doesn't matter. I'm going
Oh hell
going
no!
to do my going to do my
I'm
best to find
sorry.
some
Good.
type of communication with him, even if it's with the five. If I can even talk to Celine, or actually, no, if I can talk to the five, maybe they can get me an audience. Maybe not an audience with my dad, like physically, but maybe some mental link or something like that. And I can start with there, and I can. I think the yeah.
Sprocket,
Anyway, huh?
Sprocket, he points his staff at her. This staff look like it look like the same thing as this crown. You can just, you can use it once in a while.
You're actually offering me some Rocket?
No, I'm not offering it. I'm just saying you can use it once in a while. You can borrow it.
Fair enough. I appreciate that, Rocket.
It's made out of the same stuff, right? It looked like it's all sparkly.
Uh, I don't know. Maybe Omnis can uh can tell with his ring. But
Hey man,
I'll
look
let
at
you
it.
know. Uh, all right. Uh, I don't know. Rock's still around. Can I tell there's something?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's a blessed gold staff.
Wow. It's blessed gold.
I mean, yeah, man, it don't look like it to you. You want?
It's, you know, all gold probably look the same. I didn't. This is my first time seeing the
No, oh,
staff
don't
really
you
in
ever say
place.
that. That's blasphemous.
Blasphemous. Why is that blasphemous?
No, not all gold look the same.
But you saw didn't fine. Okay,
Yeah, well, I didn't say nothing because I wanted the crown to go with it. I'm trying to be King Sprocket,
King of what?
King of Sprocket tribe.
This fucking shot. What tribe do you have?
I got Zard, Vashna. I got a Bingo and his wife who make good fish.
Make. I did talk to those guys at the Bastion. Sorry to
Did
tell
you
you
eat
that.
that fish?
No, I wasn't offered no fish. No,
Oh,
I, I. Okay, you know, since the reset is gonna happen, right? That means those goblins are gonna forget you, right?
nah, they won't.
Well, is that
Nah,
you
they
know?
got good memories.
Is that, oh, okay. uh, um. Uh. Hold on. Hey, um. Are you? Do you know that a fact, or you just hope?
Yeah, but it's like it's our thing. Goblins got good memories. It's in the green skin.
Fair enough. Okay, Sprocket. I believe you that they will some way. know it's you when they see you again.
Yeah. I mean, if they know I just beat it into them.
That's like, what kind of king you're trying to be? Are you trying to be a benevolent king or are you trying to be a tyrant?
That's many questions.
Uh, fine. Whatever. Okay. Well, here's the deal. I will. Well, you're probably gonna have to ask Barbara to let you wear the crown and everything. But I would like to use that staff from time to time, I guess. I don't know what it does, but since you're offering, I don't want to be mean to you. And
Yeah, you gonna have to make me a follow now. You're my debt. You a debt.
what is an oil follow? What?
We'll get to that when we get there.
Fine. Well, it seems like we talked to Lizette pretty long and everything, and we got a lot of questions and all that. I think we should get the others' opinions when they when they come over, or actually, Cora actually just start walking to the other Rallos, York, Mace, and Miss says, "I agree. We should before we make our big decision on this, because it's like a very, very big decision. We should get everybody's opinions on it. So, yeah, let's see what Oralos and their group got to say about this matter." As Amnes walk his little way over there as well.
All right, and that is where we will end this session.
Amen.
All right. Amen.